Man loses 5 stone and feels 10 years younger after eating diet with 2,000 eggs in 2 years.
New mum gives birth to her first child at age 52 and planning a second.
Nigeria's Borno state gives free drugs in public hospitals.
Man wakes up with an Irish accent despite never having visiting the country.
Man wakes up blind in one eye after falling asleep with contact lenses in.
Boy, 5, survives as mum jumps 90 feet with him to her death from Gorge near Niagara Falls.
Man loses 5 stone and feels 10 years younger after eating diet with 2,000 eggs in 2 years. A man who adopted an egg diet and consumed roughly 2,000 in 2 years claimed to have shed 5 stone and felt 10 years younger as a result. In August 2021, Ross McFarlane, 34, of Edinburgh, wanted to reduce weight since he had high cholesterol and blood pressure. He had previously tried and failed with crash diets. The IT manager, who had a 40 inches waist and weighed 18 stone 12 pounds, started eating eggs as part of a high-protein diet. He stopped eating takeout and highly processed foods and switched to eating up to 6 eggs every day, eating 2,000 eggs in the past 2 years. Ross lost 5 stone 2 pounds in a year. He now comfortably fits into a size 32-inch waist and is a healthier 13 stone 10 pounds, attributing his improvement to his egg-based diet.
New mum gives birth to her first child at age 52 and planning a second. At the age of 52, a mother gave birth to her first child and is already preparing for her second. After 6 years of using donor eggs and IVF procedures, Louise Hone of Lowell, Massachusetts, welcomed her son Stellan on Christmas Day. Louise and husband Dean BL, 47, went through 6 grueling rounds of failed IVF and spent $75,000 on donor eggs and rounds using her own eggs, costing more than $115,000. Despite meeting Dean in 2007 when she was 37 years old, Louise, who will turn 53 in May, didn't begin fertility therapy until 9 years later. Louise was already past the age restriction for several clinics at 46. However, she made the decision to act after a doctor told her she was menopausal when her periods halted for 2 months. Every unsuccessful round and 4 unsuccessful retrievals between March 2017 and June 2018 caused the pair more anguish. The pair decided in 2019 to look for a donor egg. The couple transferred their first embryo in May 2022, and Louise discovered she was pregnant 8 days later. They opted to exclusively notify close friends and family about her pregnancy out of excitement and caution. On December 25, their baby was delivered healthy at 35 weeks and weighed 4 pounds 15 ounces. Before the end of the year, the couple plans to try for a second child, according to Louise.
Nigeria's Borno state gives free drugs in public hospitals. In order to ease the financial hardship government hospitals are experiencing due to the lack of new and old Naira notes, Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum has ordered the State Ministry of Health to release 300 million Naira worth of drugs and other medical supplies to government hospitals for free administration to patients. Professor Mohammed Al-Haji, the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, revealed this while introducing the medications at the outlets run by his ministry on Baga Road in Maiduguri. Medicines for prevalent illnesses, kits for pregnancy delivery, and other necessities for healthcare were included in the packages. In order to get their allotments for the prompt deployment of the medications and other supplies, the Commissioner instructed medical directors and principal medical officers of public healthcare facilities in Maiduguri Metropolitan Council and Jerry to rapidly file procedural papers.
Man wakes up with an Irish accent despite never having visiting the country. A cancer patient who had never traveled to Ireland developed an uncontrollable Irish accent, which perplexed doctors. According to the British Medical Journal, the 50-year-old man from North Carolina was given a prostate cancer diagnosis after he looked to acquire foreign accent syndrome, FAS. According to research by Duke University in North Carolina and the Carolina Urologic Research Center in South Carolina, the uncommon syndrome is typically seen in patients who have experienced strokes or head injuries, but this is the first time it has been observed in a patient with prostate cancer.
Man wakes up blind in one eye after falling asleep with contact lenses in. A parasite that feeds on human flesh attacked a man while he slept wearing contact lenses, leaving him blind in one eye. In December of last year, Mike Krumholz, 21, from Florida, had only dozed off briefly after working a part-time job as a childminder. He claimed that when he would fail to remove his contacts, he would frequently acquire eye infections, including pink eye. Yet Mike got the shock of his life when he was later found to have acanthamoeba keratitis, a flesh-eating parasite that consumes eye tissue. He can no longer work or pursue his studies at the university because his right eye is severely damaged. According to Mike, he has been living in darkness continuously for more than 50 days since contracting the ailment, reports the Daily Star. Mike claims that nothing could have prepared him for the pain that his infection-related suffering has required of him. 1 in 33 million people who wear contact lenses from developed countries are infected with the parasite, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Afterwards, he had photodynamic therapy, which is also used to treat cancer patients, and a conjunctival flap operation, in which the doctors placed the white of Mike's eye over his pupil in order to give it the chance to fight off the parasite. Despite this, Mike can only see black and gray flashes in his right eye, which he compares to TV static.
Boy, 5, survives as mum jumps 90 feet with him to her death from Gorge near Niagara Falls. A mother died after taking a suicide plunge with her 5-year-old son while on vacation, jumping 90 feet from Niagara Gorge. Around 12:30 p.m. on February 12, the 34-year-old woman from Illinois, U.S., went over a railing on Goat Island in Niagara State Park, where she then dove into the ice banks with her son. Emergency services were called, but the mother was pronounced dead at the scene. Her body was choppered to the coroner's office from the bottom of the gorge. The 5-year-old was soon placed on a stretcher and taken to the hospital by an emergency helicopter. After undergoing surgery for a head injury, the boy is still alive but is in serious condition at O'Shea Children's Hospital in Buffalo. A police spokesperson stated that the incident was being handled as a suicide attempt.
For your daily global health news, visit www.StayWellWorld.org. Please do well to subscribe, like, share and comment. If you've already subscribed, turn on the notification icon so you don't miss any update. Thank you for watching.